Well, hello, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I am going to do your spiritual principle a day in a meditation for December the 5th for you. I hope that you are having a beautiful morning. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. I am brought to you by Hope Through Navigation, and this is our H.O.D Recovery Services. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Okay, so the title of the meditation is Uncomplicated Faith. Wow. When we find ourselves obsessed with a complication in our lives, we will do well to sharply remind ourselves of all that is going right. Just for today, making mountains into molehills, January 19th. I want to dedicate this meditation to Dr. Otha Gilliard, a gentleman that believed in individuals having an opportunity to recover. And he made a way, literally out of no way, for hundreds of addicts in our community. And now today, I find myself still carrying the message. And so we thank him as he rests in peace. All right, this is what it says. Once we have been in recovery for a while, we discover that unmanageability can be caused by things other than the use of drugs. Some difficulties we face are the result of factors other than our disease. This can be especially frustrating after we put so much work into gaining freedom from our disease, developing the ability to make and keep plans, to set and achieve goals for ourselves. We were stuck in ruts for so long, and finally, we are going somewhere. And then complications arise. Someone cancels on us at the last minute. The bus is late. Money we were counting on doesn't come through on time. External complications are a fact of life, and they sometimes make our lives more difficult to manage. For people who are well versed in unmanageability, our tolerance for complications, not of our own making, can be surprisingly low sometimes. Acceptance and faith often go hand in hand, especially in these moments. One real danger to our practice of faith comes when we obsess over complication. Rather than simply addressing an issue head on, we are prone to begin thinking about it and keep thinking about precisely how much the complication is interfering with our plans. Self-centered obsession is familiar territory for us. What better place for us to go when things aren't going our way? A member shared, I can have 99 things going right for me, but all I can think about is the one thing that isn't. Sharing with other addicts can help us move from obsession back to faith. When our sponsor suggests a gratitude list, it's not about pretending that difficulties or hardships don't exist. It's about getting a better perspective. Taking a more objective look at our lives helps us reconnect with faith. Yes, something is going wrong, but in many other areas, our lives are going better than we ever could have managed on our own. We will be okay. In fact, we already are. When something goes wrong, I don't have to pretend that I'm happy about it. I do, however, need to make sure I'm not giving it more attention than it deserves, especially when compared to all that's going right. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the wee version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Uncomplicated faith. We have a tendency to believe that once we get clean, everything is going to just work out. We truly believe that. I do think that. And a lot of times I think that is the reason why people relapse, is that our coping skills for when complication comes isn't all that great. We think we get clean, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, and we just need everybody else to do what they're supposed to do. And it's okay if they pat us on the back occasionally for doing what we're supposed to be doing. And we were supposed to be doing the right thing to begin with. Why would they congratulate us? Why would they celebrate us? To them, it's what we should have been doing anyway. However, when something comes up, I mean, really comes up, a monkey wrench gets thrown into the mix, how do we respond then? Maybe we haven't been clean long enough to know how we're going to respond, or maybe we've been clean and we've received some bad news or some bad situation or circumstance has come up, and we didn't know that, it was important at that time to reach out to our sponsor. Maybe we knew, but we had it in our back of our heads, like a reservation, that this is something I most certainly am about to use over. And we use and we relapse. And maybe that one hit actually ended up being 10 years long, right? Because the first one, right? It's always about the first one. If you don't pick it up, you can't get high. But when something comes up and challenges us, how are we doing with that? How are we doing? There's a lot of people that would want us to believe that they're doing very well when situations come up, but we don't see them. We don't hear from them. We hear rumors sometimes. They seem like they might be using, or they were acting out of character and someone witnessed it and wondering. They haven't been acting like that, but we don't know the whole story now, do we? And we're judging that situation. But irregardless to all of that, when things come up, people have a tendency to come out of pocket. Let's make sure we don't come so far out of pocket, though, when things come up, that we become so obsessive about the fact that things aren't going our way or working out for us. And we end up angry. I want to say resentful and angry, unforgiving. How dare that person, or how dare this situation happen to me? And I'm going to show them a lesson. Let me get high. You know, that's what they say resentments are like, right? Drinking poison and expecting the person we're resentful with to die. Yeah. We can't afford to get trapped in that rat race of what if, or I should have said, or how dare this come up. We can't afford it. We cannot afford to become obsessive about the complications that come up. They're nowhere near as powerful as all of the beautiful things that have already happened to us. Just look at yourself. Here you are, listening to a podcast on recovery. When did you ever have time for that? When did you have time? Getting high, when did you have time to listen to someone that you don't know too much about talk about faith, or anything else for that matter? In what life did we have a position or a job and we showed up for it on time and received raises and promotions and upgrades? Hmm. I was talking to a lady last week. She's subscribes to this channel, and she's considering moving to a better place, not having to stay in the apartment that she's been in, but moving to a better place. We have choices today. Not all of us have choices, but we do. So when something comes and it throws you off a little bit, let's remember that we can focus on that one thing that's going wrong, or focus on all of the 99 other things that have gone right for us. Let's have uncomplicated faith. Let's believe and cherish the beauty that is in our lives, and let that outweigh the negative things that come up. If you do that, I guarantee you, you're going to have a beautiful day. Again, I'm winded, but my spirit is great. The physical body seems to want to drag a little bit, but my energy, my spirit is marvelous. And I want to tell you, I appreciate you listening to me today. And I hope that you have a beautiful December 5th. And I hope that today is the best day that you've had all year long. How about that one? Make today the best day that you've ever had all day long. My name is Mighty Stream, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.